we have to start with what's just happened in the League One first leg playoff semi-final. Because a record-breaking season for Sheffield Wednesday. I think they racked up 96 points throughout the course of the season. Obviously, they were well ahead at one point. They were looking odds-on to become an automatic when it came to the promotion places. They fell out of the promotion places. They missed out on automatic promotion, I think, by 2 points. And they find themselves in, obviously, the playoffs. And they were going into a game with Peterborough, and Peterborough did the business on the last game of the season in order to get themselves into this game this evening. And okay, Peterborough at home, you think to yourself, this is the strong leg for them, right? Go in there, make it difficult for Sheffield Wednesday and give yourself something going into that second leg at Hillsborough. My word, if they're giving themselves something in that second leg. This isn't, listen, you're struggling to find a way for Sheffield Wednesday to get themselves back into this game. They were absolutely atrocious this evening. They've been walloped 4-0. Mate, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I was watching the game and it was just getting worse and worse. I couldn't believe it. Like, you got to give yourself a chance, surely. Like, now they're gonna have to go. Now they have to go win the next game 5-0. What type of game is that gonna be? Like, you're gonna have to just go gung ho. So just giving himself no chance. I feel for Darren Moore as well, because he's got himself into that position, and I really wished. Being not just being a black manager as well, it's really hard, and I want to see one successful one. Do you know what I mean? And because there's not loads of us out there, so I just want to see him do well. And he's just not. He's just not going to go anywhere with this. Where are we going to go? Where's it? How's he? What's the future for him next season? Do you know what I mean?
Well, mate, I think I don't think tonight's on him. I mean, let's get Rob. Rob's a Sheffield Wednesday fan, right? So he can give us a little bit more insight into the game this evening. But I don't think tonight's on him.
Why isn't it?
Because I think his players are just awful tonight. I think they've been brilliant all season. He's had some injuries to deal with. I think he's navigated.
But this is where it counts.
Decently.
This is where it counts.
Yeah,
you can be brilliant.
Right.
You can be brilliant all season. What frame of mind were these players going into this game? Do you know what I mean? Like, what kind of speech was there made before the game? Why were they so anxious? It looked like they just wasn't on it. Like, it was weird. And Peterborough just dominated the game and just scored at will. It was poor, very poor. Let's see what Rob says.
You're a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Rob, welcome, man. Come on, what have you got to say, Rob?
You're right.
How you doing, Rob?
It was an absolute shambles.
Yeah.
Absolute shambles. I don't know what's happened after the Barnsley game, but we have completely capitulated.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's rumours that stuff's gone on behind the scenes, like whatever fans want to believe, but you can't come down here tonight and get battered like that. From minute one, they just didn't look interested at all. There's 2,500 fans here that have travelled from work, no trains tonight. They've travelled from work, drove from all over the country to watch that tonight, and you think to yourself, what's the point in going home on Thursday?
Mate, there's 19 points between Sheffield Wednesday and Peterborough.
This is not good enough.
Listen, I know it's knockout football. I know it is. But
you can say that.
How has that happened? But how has that happened tonight?
I honestly do not know. I don't know what message has gone through there tonight and said, right, Peterborough tonight. I'd love to know what's being said, because they've basically thrown the game now. There's no way we're going to win 5-0 on Thursday.
Rob,
I will come back on and hold my hand up and say, look, fair enough, we've done it. But there's no chance.
Rob, what's the rumours are you hearing? What kind of rumours?
There's rumours that the chairman went into the dressing room after the Barnsley game, had to go all the players, staff, blah, 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 killed all momentum.
Really?
And then you go to places like Forest Green, and you lose to Forest Green, who are the whipping boys of this league. And you're seeing teams like Ipswich tear them apart. Plymouth beating them. These teams that are up. And we're struggling to beat them. And the bottom of the league on 26, 27 points. Something has seriously got to change.
Something happened.
Like, really,
Something's
really
happened. Something's happened, and we just need to know what's happened, because that performance was bonkers. I've never seen anything like it in a playoff. It's got to be tighter than that, surely. Like at least two. Do you know what I mean? Two's max. That you got the deficit.
I'd have been happy tonight with the tie still up for debate. We'd have come out away tonight losing 1-0 or 2-1. It's one goal. We can take it back to Hillsborough. We can turn it around potentially. But to lose 4-0 I'm not being funny, but
might as well not turned up.
Well, you're telling me. I just saved a few hours driving home. Put it that way.
I feel sorry for you, mate. I feel sorry for you.
The thing is, the playoffs. All right, you can say 96 points. We've had these 20 or whatever it was. But the playoffs, it's a clean slate. It's 3 games. You start again. Like, it doesn't matter if we're 40 points in front of Peterborough. We're still playing them in the playoffs. You've got to have that mindset of, get through these. You've got a day out at Wembley. Anything can happen. And we've completely thrown it away. And now we're going to play like Stevenage next season.
So what's your mindset going into the next game now?
The mindset is, you've got to score early. You've got to go in that first 5 minutes and anything can happen. But it's a massive, massive ask. Absolutely. It'd be bigger than obviously like Istanbul, Roma at Barcelona, Liverpool, Barcelona. Like, I can't see it happening. I've not been a fan of Moore this season. And I wanted him to prove me wrong. I really did. Really, really did. And after tonight, I would not be shocked if he's sacked this morning. I really wouldn't.
Why wasn't you a fan of his? What was swaying you?
When he gets under pressure, you can see that he gets under pressure because he'll switch it, he'll tinker with a team, and he'll swap players about. Like tonight, whatever we were at half time, I really can't remember. He come out for the second half, no subs. You're down in a playoff semi-final, no subs. Change the game. He's waited until the third goal's gone in. Oh, we'll bring Lee Gregory on. You're 3-0 down. You need to go for it. You're 2-0, 3-0 down. You need to go for it. As we've seen tonight, the tie is over in my eyes.
It's a shame. It's a shame. I feel sorry for him. I feel so sorry for him. They've supported their team all season to get to this point, and they're thinking, do you know what? I fancy us going away there.
Hey,
do you know what I mean? With 19 points more than Peterborough. We've got 19 points. Me going into that game, I'm thinking we're at least coming away with a draw. At least, if we're not winning. Losing's not on the cards. Do you know what I mean? And then when they've lost like dramatically. This is crazy. Like, you didn't even give yourself a chance to get back in the game on the second leg. Weird. I don't know what's happened there.
03717 22 33 44. If you're a Sheffield Wednesday fan, obviously on your way back from the Peterborough game, nobody would have foreseen that. Where's your head at, having watched your team do that? Conversely, should I say, Peterborough, come on. You must have been thinking to yourself, I'll tell you what, if we'll keep this tight, we'll get a nice little 1-0, 2-0 at best, and we can get up to Hillsborough and keep it tight and maybe nick it, do it on penalties or something like that and get ourselves into the final, mate. That could be amazing. You've just walloped them 4-0 and you've made it relatively easy for yourselves now going into a second leg ahead of maybe getting yourself, well, I wish you could imagine it'd be a catastrophe if you didn't get to the final from this particular point, wouldn't it?
Fair play to Darren Ferguson, though. Fair play to Darren Ferguson, mate. You got to big him up.
Mate, they did the business on Monday, or was it Sunday? They did the business last weekend, obviously, to get themselves into this situation. Yeah. And then, oh my days, mate.
He could have not foreseen this. He could have not foreseen. Do you know
what the mad thing is, right? The last game of the season, Sheffield Wednesday played Derby, and that result affected Derby not qualifying for the playoffs. Peterborough took Derby's place in the playoffs, and Peterborough just turned up and walloped Sheffield Wednesday. If Sheffield Wednesday would have just rolled over and let Derby beat them, they'd have been playing Derby again today.
Oh, mate, that's mad,
mate.
Isn't it?
Mate, it's
how bonkers is
madness.
that? It's carnage.
It's absolute madness. Anyway.